Dear student, good morning to all. Today we have to see the next point in the sixth chapter, that is role of irrigation in agriculture development. So let us see what is the role of irrigation in agriculture development. First of all, see what is meant by irrigation. It is nothing but the artificial supply of water to the crop. As we know that each and every crop requires water, and unless and until there is no supply of water to any crop, that makes the problem to that crop. And that's why whenever we are supplying or providing water artificially to any crop, that process is called as irrigation. Traditionally, there are various methods of irrigation, but nowadays there are new inventions in the irrigation, and that's why there are variety of types of irrigation as follows. First one is flood irrigation. Flood irrigation means whenever the water is supplied to the crop directly through the surface, that is called as flood irrigation. Micro irrigation. Next type is micro irrigation. Micro irrigation means whenever laterals are spread in the field and that micro holes provides water to the crop, that is called as micro irrigation. Same way, drip irrigation. Whenever laterals and drip system is established or installed in the field, that is called as drip irrigation. Next to that, sprinkler irrigation. Whenever spray of water is provided to the crop or to the field, that is called as sprinkler irrigation. And the next method is foggers. It is recently invented by the farmers, and nowadays this fogger system is developed to maintain the humidity in the atmosphere, which really if, which really do the effect on the overall production, and it is helpful to increase the production of the crop. So these all are the types of irrigation. So we have to see exact role of irrigation in agriculture development. First one is insufficient, uncertain, and irregular rain causes uncertainty in agriculture. As we know that if there is a poor rainfall or less rainfall, and if there is a break in the rainfall, that it makes the problem. Once we sowed the crop or once we plant the crop, there should be a regular supply of water, that is called as rotations, and according to that rotations, if we do not provide the water to the crop, there is a problem, and there is a uncertainty in the production, as well as the crop quality get damaged or quality get decreased, and that's why irrigation is important in the agricultural development. Next one is higher productivity on irrigated land. As we know that if we compare two lands, one is irrigated and second one is non-irrigated, the productivity is higher in the irrigated land, while as there is a lower productivity in non-irrigated land. The simple example of this is in Vidarbha and Marathwada, there is no irrigation facilities. That's why whatever the crop grown by the people, that is having lower productivity. While as in Western Maharashtra, in Sangli, Satara, Kolhapur, and Solapur, there is a provision of the irrigation, and that's why the productivity is higher in that area. Multiple cropping possible. Next point is multiple cropping possible. If irrigation facilities are not available, then farmers has to grow only in rainy season, and they can produce only one crop in a rainy season. But if irrigation facilities are available, we can do the multiple cropping in rainy season, winter season, as well as in a summer season. And so multiple cropping makes possible only with the help of irrigation facilities, and ultimately the effect of the production or effect of the yield will be seen in that particular area wherever there is a irrigation facilities are available. Role in the next one is role in new agricultural strategy. Whatever the crops grown by the farmer, that is common in those areas wherever there is no irrigation facility, because they can't rely on the atmosphere, they can't rely on the rainfall for their agricultural strategy. Means they can't do the production of variety of crops, and they do not make the strategy according to the market demand, according to the customer demand. But if the agricultural facilities are available, then we can, or farmer can do the strategy, whatever what is the demand of the market, what is the demand of the customer, they can recognize or they can identify, and according to that their demand they can produce the crops. And that is the uh, strategy done by the farmer. And not only this, but farmers come to know which crop will be have shortage in the coming days, and which food should be grown in the particular region or particular season. So this is the strategy. It makes us helpful for the making the strategy in the agricultural region. Next one is bringing more land under cultivation. As we know that each and every crop require water, but if the water facility or irrigation facilities are not available, more land can't be cultivated because there is a shortage of water. But once we have availability of water, then we can uh, make the new land, or we can bring the more land under cultivation, and we can do the more production by using the irrigation facilities. Next one is reduces instability in output levels. Uh, as we know that in the Vidarbha and Marathwada, people take the efforts for growing more, taking more yield, but due to the break, due to the break in the rainfall, due to the irregularity in the onset and offset of the monsoon, affect directly on the overall production, and that's why there is instability in the output. But although there is a but in the irrigated area, although there is a irregularity in the onset and offset of monsoon, one can do the provision of water, and in time he can do the sowing, he can in the time he can do the harvesting, ripening will be proper, and whatever the output level is there, that is very stable in the irrigated area. And the last one is indirect benefit of irrigation. As we know that there is a direct benefit in the yield, but there is indirect benefit also. It means their standard of living get higher, as well as the people one who have irrigation facility, their children get uh, more good quality education, and their high health and hygiene also maintained due to the irrigation facility, because they have a strength, economic strength to purchase things, and having a capacity or caliber to having afford many things for their children. So automatically, this is nothing but the indirect benefit of the irrigation. So this is all about the role of irrigation in the agricultural development. So today we stop here. Thank you. Thank you very much.